Welcome to Speed Round Sunday on the Parenting Roundabout podcast, where we share a mini episode from our past for your weekend listening pleasure. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode.
We've talked a lot about how we no longer answer the phone, and that seems to be the advice these days, not to do that. But how about when your doorbell rings? Does your doorbell still ring? Do people still ring your doorbell? Do you answer it when they ring the doorbell? Nicole, out there in welcoming, friendly Southern California, do you open your door to any visiting personage?
No.
No? You just hide, like in the back room?
When the doorbell rings.
Turn all the lights off?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. When we first
do your dogs go crazy?
The dog goes crazy. When we first moved here, it was a new neighborhood, so all the houses were new, and it was just a magnet for people who wanted to sell, solar panels and landscaping services and cleaning services. I mean, everybody just kind of converged on the neighborhood. Any kind of home service converged on the neighborhood. The doorbell was ringing constantly. And I was, being my polite Canadian self and answering it. And then it just got really old quick. Yeah. And now I'm just, no, forget it. Leave me alone.
What if it's somebody you want to talk to, though? I mean, with the doorbell, you don't have an answering machine. So if you don't answer, they're just gone forever.
Who's going to come to my door that I don't know about? I don't know. I mean, I still look through the peek hole every once in a while.
Okay.
But usually I kind of know when people are going to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Catherine?
Yeah, I try not to answer if I can possibly avoid it. I mean, sometimes I feel like, oh, they saw me, or,
Yeah.
and then I feel obligated. But and if it's like we get a lot of kids selling fundraiser things, and I usually take pity on them and answer it and buy something.
Yeah.
But please don't tell anybody if you're hearing this and you live near me. But yeah, if it's like the Jehovah's Witnesses or something, oh boy, I really don't want to. I don't want to answer that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it could be a political candidate. We get those.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I usually try not to and also we have the issue where our doorbell sounds the same for the front door and the back door.
Oh.
So you can kind of peek at, but if you go by the back door, then you got to answer it because they know you're there. So the other day I had to answer the back door and I was in my pajamas. It was like noon on a Saturday or something. And I was in my pajamas, but I had to. And it was my next door neighbor, returning a bowl or something. And so I was like, sorry, I'm in my pajamas. He's like, oh, did you just get up? I'm like, no, it's just, I haven't gotten dressed yet. And actually, this is a funny story. Same neighbor, many, many years ago, rings the back doorbell, and I go and answer it, and he is holding a goose that he had shot, and he apparently, my husband had told him, if you get one, I'll take it. And he handed it to me.
No.
I was like, oh my God, what do I do?
Okay, I would
never
not
answered the doorbell again.
Yeah, and I had to go and put it in the fridge in the basement, and its long neck was dangling. It was a scene. I was like, oh my gosh.
Terrible.
And I had no idea. My husband certainly did not tell me to expect a goose to be delivered to my back door.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Lord.
So yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be answering doorbells after that either.
Wow. That's I've never had that happen.
Yeah.
No.
That was something.
Yeah. Our doorbell doesn't ring all that often, and usually we have plenty of advance notice, thanks to our early warning dog.
Yes.
That there is, an intruder within a 2-block radius. So, we can, I suppose we could peek out the window, but then I feel that they've seen you. And
yeah.
I have trouble with this. not answering things. I always feel like I'm going to miss something important. This is going to be the one time it was the guy with the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstake check, or, it was somebody wanting to offer my kids a job. Hello, we're going door to door. Do you have any young adults who need a job? It's going to be something important, and I'm going to miss it. I'm really wrestling with that. But almost always when the doorbell rings, it's not. Last time our doorbell rang, it was the people from the gas company telling us that they were going to be tearing our street apart, and that they were going to need to be coming into our house to turn off the gas so our house didn't explode.
Yeah, so that was kind of important.
Yeah. It was like they were letting us know ahead of time that they were going to be doing this the next day, I guess, to find out if we were going to be home. So. So then, strangers come to your home with like vests on from the utility company and say, hey, are you guys going to be home all day tomorrow? And then, you answer and then you think, oh my gosh, what if they were scammers and they're not really from the power company, and you have to go online
know. Now they know I'm going to be here. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's fraught these days, but I still do.
So many decisions.
Yeah. And I was that kid selling stuff when I was younger, so I have a soft spot for them too. Although we don't see that much anymore.
No, we don't do that here.
I had to sell choir tickets door to door. We had competitions for who could sell the most choir tickets, and I never was at the top, but I made the trip.
With, about 15 boxes of Girl Scout cookies, because I bought them at the door, my husband bought them at work, my daughter bought them at school.
We had to buy ours at church.
Mm-hmm.